I hope we end his story happy. I hope he finds his family.
Is that all you're gonna take?
Joins them on their beach and they're all happily ever after, you know?
Everything I need is already stowed on the DHV Magellan. This here is my insurance.
It's a bomb.
Well then, shall we go to
Don't
the
cross
DHV
me,
Magellan?
Sam. Did you guys eat Lars? So we have Lars's meat ready to go.
At last we will
Sentence I never thought I would say in my life.
At last we will have
Go up this way.
revenge.
I didn't pick this name. It's from the Bible. Like, ask the author of the Bible. You know, God. Ask him why he spelled it Aaron. Take it up with the big man upstairs, not me. So I always wanted to change my name to Aron, but God had other plans for my life, and I am but a humble servant. Come on, get up this hill. That you have, you know, you wouldn't feel like the need to bring them all back from the dead, because apparently bringing people back from the dead is not a great idea. Sure, blame. No, I don't mean to blame you guys. I just mean, like, I should probably just play it less like, oh no, Ams is gonna die. Oh no, whatever will we do? You know, like, who cares? I care. I do. Don't tell her that I said that, okay? 8 episodes. It's like, come on, man. Anyway, I just lost faith in it. I don't know what to think anymore.
The fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
Okay.
I guess that's why they call you doctor.
Because she does medical stuff. Yeah, Sam, you got it, buddy.
So,
You got it, pal.
are you saying your technique
job.
allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A
He's
BB
smart.
pod is functionally no different.
I've been called me back.
Stay away. Okay. All right. Yep.
4,000 poor bastards
Yeah.
who join with APAS in a convergence. To them, I was another ghost.
Illogical. What do you need? Wonderful leader, I wrote you a little something. Follower like Guilt and Cora unhinged, sitting in a tree. Kissing. Don't tell Spooky dear. I don't know what this says about me, but sometimes when I'm driving, I just get this random thought that as somebody's coming the other way, especially on like a small road, just a 2-lane, and they're coming the other way, I'll be driving like this, right? Imagine me driving. I'm driving, and then I'll be like, "You're the car, okay?" I'll be driving, and all of a sudden go as they pass, and I have no idea who they are, and they have no idea who I am, and I just imagine them being like, "What? Who is that? Who was that? Was that Steve? No, he doesn't drive a car. Who was that?" And then they're just debating about it the whole way home. They obviously recognize me. Who was that? Oof. I do feel rather unremarkable at work, guys. This is really opening something in me. I'm not sure if I like this. Prologue. I stand up from my desk and look at my Apple smartwatch. Lake you up inside. I can't lake up. Lake you up inside. Save me. Call my name and save me from the lake. Okay. This trip should be just fine. Maybe. One of these times they gotta surprise me. Well, there's a song going. They should surprise me with an actual BT attack or something. I wouldn't see it coming. I'd be very surprised. Smash cut to where they actually do that. I'm gonna clip this right now. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the pre-work coffee hour, or should I say the pre-work Lego hour. I haven't really thought about changing that name. It wasn't really I didn't really think about that yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Does it stick? Does it work for you? Hello, it is January 12th, 2026. I'm back, just like I said I would be, just like the Muppets from Muppet Christmas Carol in the third act. Weird reference, but if you've seen it, you get it. Hi guys. On this January 12th, it's already like January's already halfway done. Holy cow. It's not my first stream of the year, but it feels like it should be, you know? Reaper, thank you for clocking in here and also becoming the Phantom Menace for the 40th time. Let's check. I need to bring my keyboard over here when I do this, but I will bring my keyboard over here if I need to type a lot, but let's see where we're at today, shall we? Reaper, you're at 40. You're at 40, right behind Pirate Eggs at 45. I'm still shocked at how many Pirate Eggs got before they left us, and you know, I think they jumped in not too long ago and said hello, which is very nice of them to do that, you know. Anyway, thank you for that. Good to see you. Mursa, old school quarter, how are you today? Good morning. Spooky Deer is here. Wow, Spooky Deer is here early. Good job, buddy. How you doing? And Mrs. Nodder's here too. Mrs. Nodder's also up this morning too. She's up to support her man. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Let's see. Happy New Year and welcome back. Thank you so much. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I got to admit, it was kind of nice having a week to get this whole thing set up. I still don't feel like I also spent a lot of that time editing a certain video that Mercer's talking about, but I still have that feeling whenever I'm doing something new that I'm like, I didn't like prep enough for it. I didn't sit and think enough about it. I didn't mull it over enough, you know? And it's like, that's not, sometimes for me, just taking action is better, you know? But regardless, I'm ready. Everything systematically here is ready to go. Oh, I forgot to, hang on. There we go. I forgot to turn this on. I had Discord up instead. We still get the fireplaces. I can kind of show you what this is going to be like, what the setup is like. And if you guys have suggestions or thoughts or ideas for how you want things to go, I'm more than open to them. I have a couple of things set up here that I think we're going to really enjoy in this new era of chatting with you guys. Mercer says the Wilhelm scream in the latest war crime video. Was that in the game? It was not. You found it. Congratulations. You found the Wilhelm scream that I try to fit into every Call of Duty video. I think I put it, Spooky Deer. Have I put that in every Call of Duty video? It's got to be pretty close. If not, I need to. It needs to become a thing. It is in a lot of them, I would say. A lot. So thank you for catching that, but also how good did that work there? That guy definitely Wilhelm screamed, even if I didn't put it in there. And I love that you caught that. I think that's awesome. Awesome. Let's see. You see an exhausted skeleton walk by, grumbling, waving a small pennant. Yay, streaking. Okay. All right. What's the, the pennant says yay, streaking on it. I kind of like, you know what? Glenn would really like that too. Glenn would be like, heck yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Also, I did notice, Reaper, that you got a late occurrence for being the first one to check in. I don't think that's very fair, but I'm not the one who controls that, you know. I guess you were still a little too late. Take it up with management, not me. Running around and getting ready for work, but this is the closest I've been to Phantom Menace. You were right there. You probably had the ability, you know. If you hustle a little more, you know. Yeah, it's fine. Big it's early. It's early still. Well, hopefully I can help you guys wake up. That's kind of my goal with these, is just have a chill little chat session. Maybe watch some fun stuff on Sip and See. We don't have to do that. That's kind of like a thing I want to rely on when things get like kind of slow and we're looking to amp things up. There's a lot of stuff in Sip and See that we'll be looking through. But the main thing we're going to do is this. Guys. Oh, it already popped up. Wow. I've already got the instructions ready to go on the Lego Builder app. Look at this. Look at how cool this is. I'm glad that I put in the extra effort to get this to work. It's a little bit annoying. I had to get an Android emulator to get this to work. But I think it was worth it. So this is what we're going to be fiddling with today. The Lego Game Boy 72046. Oh, I loved it. Are any of you old enough to have had this Game Boy growing up? This original Nintendo Game Boy? Oh, I am. And to be fair, though, I had it handed down to me from my older brothers, but freaking great system. So great. I particularly like the Game Boy Pocket a little bit more because that one was like mine, right? That was the first one I had. And actually, I think that was a gift too. But, you know, I consider that one like truly mine, not just like a hand-me-down from my brothers, you know? But if you're old enough, you didn't have one, but your friend did. Okay. Persephone, you at least like remember the era, right? I get it. It was honestly like a really good system and kind of still is. If you have the cartridges, it all still works, you know, technically. Lars, hello, good morning or afternoon as the case may be. This is the new top-down setup here. I did end up getting one of these gray silicone mats. You can't really tell, but it does have one of those. It does have up here some of the little segments where you can kind of put loose pieces. I don't think I'm gonna use it much. I mostly got it for the size. The size was like perfect for what I needed, you know? You 100% remember playing Metroid on it? Nice. I also think the gray is pretty good too because it's well, unless I build something with light gray, then it's gonna be, there was no color that wasn't gonna be a problem in some regard, right? So I just kind of went with it, you know, whatever. I figured the gray was probably safer, you know, and also cuts down on the glare because if I have, oh, there's a bunch of static when I do that. Anyway, if I don't have this here, there's so much glare on the desktop. So, and also I don't have to have this up all the time. I was kind of considering, obviously, when we're just chatting like this, I'll keep this out, you know. You want it a little smaller? Okay, perfect. That's the kind of feedback I want to hear. If this is too big, can definitely make it smaller. I could do like that. How's that look? That's the kind of stuff that like I recorded in it and I looked through it and I was like, I guess that looks okay. I don't know how big people are going to want to have it. So that's perfect. Let's see. So I probably need to do the same thing for this next scene that we'll talk about. This scene right here. Let me, oops, I did just kind of move that around a little bit. Sorry. Let's lock that. React Cam. Here we go. We're going to do the same thing for this one. We're going to make this one a little bit lower. So this is basically a feed from this monitor here. You know, this monitor here. So whenever we're building something, but also maybe we're listening to a video, we can pop this open right here. And then also, obviously, we have the scene without that where we can just kind of turn it all off, you know? I messed up. Look at that. Wait, why is that one closer than this one? Hang on. You know, a lot of stuff happened over the course of this week, but maybe not enough testing. Let's see. Where are you? Lego Razor Cam. I think I can actually copy the settings from here, right? I like this, but I like this zoomed out a little more better, you know? Let's copy that. Go back here. Remove that. But then paste it. Whoops. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Remove that. Sorry, I should have done this off stream. There we go. There we go. Bring this all the way down here. There we go. Now it's the same. There, it just pops on and off like that. I like that a lot better. And we'll lock that. We'll lock that in place. Anyway, that's it. Perfect. With the new Lego stuff, are you going to do all pieces OCD layout thing? Ooh, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, because I'm not in a rush, guys. I'm not in a rush. Let me get through some of these here. Koro clocked in 4 minutes ago. Koro, thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you. And Persephone, you also clocked in 4 minutes ago as well. Hope you all are doing well. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'm not in a rush. If it takes us a couple of days to finish this, I'm okay with that, you know? It isn't like I'm trying to finish it all in one stream. If we get distracted and we end up talking about other stuff, I'm completely fine with that. The little sections on the top can help keep track of the tiny spares. You know what? You know what's in there right now? I wish I could. Well, I could probably show you this way. I'll pull it down real quick. That's exactly what's in there right now. I built Zeke's Minecraft set. There they are right there. I built Zeke's Minecraft set on this just to kind of test the setup and stuff, and it worked really well. So the problem is if I zoom out much more so that you can see that, you also see the sides of the desk, and that glares like crazy. So maybe at some point I'll get a full desk mat for this and then put this on top, and then I'll be able to like zoom out a little bit more so that you can see more of the desk. But I think this is like this is the widest workspace I've had, and the longest this way as well. And because my hands are like right here without having to like lean forward this far, you know? Hell yeah, Mega Bloks. Somebody ban him. I'm just... You want some Mega Bloks? Actually, I think MRSA has the dibs on the Mega Bloks. Speaking of which, MRSA, if you're ready for them, I am ready to get rid of those Mega Bloks. I have it boxed up. We can chat later about where to send them to, but I'm dead serious. I want them out of my house. We're also gonna do a lot of sorting, guys. I can't show you this closet. I cannot show it to you. It's a nightmare. But I need to get things sorted. So I'm gonna take one container at a time. I have gotten all the Mega Bloks out of the collection, but I need to take one container at a time. Get my little bins out, which I have right here. Look at that. I got my bins here. We're gonna sort the pieces that we have, and just chat while we do that too. I'll probably do some sorting on my own time as well, but I'm still, as of right now, guys, I'm still planning on not streaming on Saturdays. Having Saturdays open has been very, very nice for me. I get extra editing done. I know. I get extra editing done. I have some more me time. It's been really nice, but I'm not opposed to it. I'll just have to make sure people are aware, so I don't want anybody losing their streaks, you know. Bertha says I'm already ready already. Okay, good. I think that's a positive. I'll get in touch with you because yeah, I want to get rid of those. Mrs. Under says it is a nightmare. Stop it. That's why there's a curtain there and you can't see it. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I think that's it, right? I think that's pretty much it. We could just start building. I am very proud of this setup right now. Something I've struggled with for a long time has been my my desk mat here for like the chairs so that it doesn't rip up the carpet and that I can glide like this. Look at this. And I have finally found, I believe, the perfect chair mat. And I wish this company would allow me to shill for them and pay me for it, because it is exactly what I've been looking for. It is a hard surface. It does scratch a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? You know, I can see some scratches on it already, but I don't care. It's like, what is it called? It's not glass. Plexiglass. It's like a very, very thick plastic that barely it's like a solid sheet, but it doesn't bend or break or crack, at least yet. I mean, I've only had it for like a week, but it's the exact right amount that I need. Like if you guys look at the picture that I put in Discord, which I guess we could look at real quick. Yeah, here, I have it up right now. This picture right here, if you look at this one, that that little plexiglass thing that my seat is on right there. That's it right there. It's not from IKEA. I actually got it. I did get it on Amazon from a third-party seller. Because I have gone through the plastic ones, and in a month they break because they're so like light, and you just, I guess I'm a big boy, you know. I'm a big boy. But yeah, this thing is absolutely perfect. It's absolutely what I wanted, and it fits the space perfectly. I can roll over here to use the main computer. I can roll over here to do stuff on the Lego table. It is exactly what I need for this particular space. So it's really nice. The IKEA one is also quite tough. I don't guess I've ever had the IKEA one. We could take a look at it. See, this is what I mean. We are going to get distracted, and I am completely okay with that. I want you guys to know that I am okay with getting distracted because we're going to have plenty of time together, okay? Plenty of time to do all of this stuff. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to open up my little browser here. Yeah, I guess I didn't check IKEA. I should have probably checked IKEA. Desk mat. Oh, not desk mat. Chair mat. Is it the IKEA colon? Here. Is it this one? Hold on, I'm just making sure I'm not doxing myself there. Oh, I also have one other scene. I have this scene right here when we want to go. Never allow my location. No, dang it. Why did it just, I said, do not allow my location, and then it pops my freaking zip code. What the heck, man? Anyway, this one's only $20. 47 by 39. I have to get my, that sounds pretty big though. It does say it is called the colon. The IKEA colon floor protector. Now, is this one for transparency or lugging? This is only $20. This would have been much cheaper than the one I bought. I might have to test this out. I might have to test it out, guys. Great for the value. Okay, I mean, I might have to check it out. I need to find a way to, I should probably window capture here so that I can also see it here. I'm going to write that down real quick. I'm going to learn a lot this morning. Hold, please. Window capture. Because I like having it over there, but when there's something I need to like look at, it works better if I did like a window capture. So lesson learned right there. Lesson learned. You like the fireplace mute? How you doing, by the way? Happy 2026. Good to see you. Good day, as they say in the land down under. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so mine was a little more expensive than that. I actually ended up paying for it though with like some points from my work, so I didn't have to actually, you know, pay physical money for it. But I was like, I'm gonna do one more time. I'm gonna try one more desk mat, and I swear if this doesn't work, then I should have just put hardwood floors in here because I'm so tired of it. A 510 stream streak for a new Lego stream. Holy cow, Ams. Hi. Sorry, I'm still not used to where these are. Excuse me, sir, why are you early? Huh? Am I early? I'm not early, right, guys? Is your clock wrong? What happened? Hi, Ursa. Congratulations on lucky number 500. Ams is ahead of you. 510. Wow. 7:19 a.m. I've been... Oh, because she's late. I've been live for a while. Did the Discord finally catch up? Is that what happened? No, it posted at 5:55. Okay, guys, let's get started here, shall we? Let's get started. Let me get the builder app up. I love this thing. I think this is going to be really cool. Have you guys used the Builder app before? 510 sounds like an error code. Yeah. Have you guys got... Oh, no. Dagnabbit. Use the Builder app all the time. I used it for the first time for some of our Christmas stuff. I helped Zeke build How to Train Your Dragon Toothless, and then Ashley was building some of her Wicked sets. And it is, I've always seen this thing in the beginning, and I would usually, if I was going to do virtual, I would do PDFs, but this Builder app is solid. It's like really solid. Oh, this looks so cool. I hope this doesn't make me cry. It's so cool. It looks so much like, oh, and it has my favorite game of all time, which we'll get to. We'll get to it. Yeah. And Ashley was like, this is incredible. And I had to agree that it was pretty incredible. So these ones are stickers, but I see there's some, at least there's some gameplay screens here that are not. So that's pretty nice. No paper bags. We also got our first paper bag set with Zeke's Minecraft set, and Ashley is mad about it. Ashley's mad about it. She wants paper, dang it. And I have to admit, the paper bags are kind of nice. They have a very satisfying like crunch when you open them, or I guess rip is the better word. A nice satisfying rip. Those paper bags rip, dude. To use a Spooky Deer parlance, they rip. You're a satisfying crunch. You too. You too. I think I saw somebody complimented my haircut earlier. Was that Koro? Yeah, thank you, Koro. Thank you. I have a new barber. I think I told you guys about this, right? My new barber. I think I told you about him. Guy who's like right down the street, like a mom and pop owned store, takes cash only, and like doesn't take any, you don't make a reservation, you just walk in. It is amazing. It really is. I really like my old stylist, but she lived like 2 towns over. It takes a long time to get there. By the time I know I want a haircut, she's booked out for like 2 weeks. This place I can just go, you know? You know what? Actually, Lars, good point. So I am gonna buy one other. I'm gonna buy one other cup holder, but hang on, because I need one over here for work and one over here for stream. So I'm gonna put the mug holder over here right now, and then I'm gonna get another one for over there. Come on. Actually meant to put that there before I went live, but I forgot. Yes, I do have that, and I do have a bigger one in my Amazon cart, like right now, that I plan on getting. Actually had it on my Christmas list, and nobody got it for me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's fine. I was very spoiled at Christmas, so I'm not complaining at all. I think I will move the Builder app just a little more. Let me know what you guys think. If it gets too small to where it's like not useful, please let me know. But I want to try to get as much screen real estate. And also, am I too big as well? Is my head too large? Be honest. You didn't see a cup holder? I thought I had it on there. Wait, didn't I? I'll have to check my wish list. I thought I did. All right. I could have sworn I did, but maybe not. Maybe it's just in my cart, which is my wish list. Yeah, maybe that's on me. Yeah. You would have gotten it and put from Lars. That would have been so funny. a gift under the tree that said from Lars. I'm like, wait, what? I actually probably would have believed that too. I would have believed that Lars was like, hey, get this for him and then put it under the tree for me. All in all, like getting this set up, one of the things I was trying to do is to keep from buying too much stuff. The only thing I bought was this chair mat, right? Let me double check. Hang on before I say that. I already had the oh, okay. I bought the chair mat and I bought the over the arm for the camera. He looks around. Yeah. Oh, and the gray mats. Yeah. Other than that, I bought nothing. I bought nothing else. Those are pretty important things, though. I tried not to just like, for a while there, I was like, I'm going to buy a new monitor and buy this. And then I was like, you know what? I need to not do that. You know? Hexeth 2028 US. Oh, don't say that. He's not running, is he? Guys, also, I have been so incredibly motivated by Spooky Deer's counting every war crime in Call of Duty 4 video. The reception to that. What is it at this morning, Spooky? I haven't checked it this morning. I've been checking it like obsessively. Probably too much, but very motivated. So much so that I'm going to start the next one today. And I would have started the other one anyway, but wouldn't be quite as motivated as I am, you know? Isn't it great? Isn't it great, Ursa? I really like it. Next, I absolutely love this app. There's so many times with the instructions where you're like, I think that's right. But the fact that you can like zoom in and out like that, which, oh shoot, actually I can't with this mouse scroll wheel. How am I going to do? So I'm using an Android emulator because I don't have a PC app. How am I going to zoom in and out? Oh wait, can I just reset the view? There we go. I can just reset the view. But just being able to do this is really good, because then I can look at it in real life too and say, okay, yeah, I did that right. You know, makes differentiating colors easier too. The booklet sometimes too dark. Agreed. Yeah, I might not ever use regular instructions ever again. You know, all in all, just another brick in the wall. I love how Spooky adds other info than just specific crimes. Yeah, me too. It becomes like really educational at the same time. It's like he's using the medium of talking about war crimes in a silly video game to make a wider point and not also be like too preachy about it at the same time. You know, we have our first clip. Thank you so much. We're going to have a lot of clips in circulation of gaming, which is fine. Because obviously that was a big part of the channel for a long time. So my name is Spooky Deer, and I did not endorse some of these messages. Hey, Coro typing from my phone. Come on, take the credit, man. Take the credit. Pop that on top there. Okay. All this black is really kind of blending together here, but I swear it's right. Ah, shoot. Dang it. There we go. Okay, good. I hit the little back button on the thing. So I'm using BlueStacks, which I'm not incredibly fond of so far. But the other one I was using was Mew Viewer or something. And it did not have the app on their app store. Oh, these are like holographic. No way. Wait. Oh my gosh, they move. Guys. Okay. Will you be? I don't think the holographic thing is gonna really work for you guys. When I move it, the birds flap their wings. See? Oh, up and down. Hang on. There you go. You see the birds flap their wings? That is so cool. Well, do you remember the little cards? Okay, so back in the day, when they re-released the special editions of... Oh, this is so cool. I didn't know that they did this. When you power it on, this happens. That is so cool. Okay, anyway, when the special editions of Star Wars came out, Doritos did a whole like collectible card thing. And when you opened up a pack of participating Doritos, you got one of these little holographic cards. I have it somewhere. It's like Luke and Darth Vader fighting. And when you move it, they fight. But look, there's Mario jumping. Isn't that so cool? He's the Bill Nye of war crimes. That's so funny. That's so funny. High praise right there. Yeah, that is really funny. Those on the smart bricks, they're not. And actually, I have in my list of stuff to do to learn about smart bricks because I have no idea what they are. They just kind of like popped out all of a sudden. I was like, what in the world are these? So I added a bunch of stuff to sip and see because I've still purposely tried to be blind about that or to go into it blind because I don't know. I don't know what they are and like what the benefit of them are. I have a feeling I'm not going to be like anti, but I have a feeling I'm going to be unimpressed, you know? All right, so we're taking all of these. We're definitely going to put the Zelda one, guys. We're going to put the Zelda one inside when it comes time. But for right now, we store them in this little thing here. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love the Z moments. Me too. Me too. We're going to do a little Bluey thing with that. It's okay that people know, but we'll do do you guys know the Bluey voice actors are like a secret? It's okay that you guys know. I'm comfortable with that, but we're just not, you know, not advertising that around. It was just a lot of fun. I couldn't help it. He doesn't get to watch those videos, but, I just told him like, now give me a ha 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 ha. And he's like, and it was great. You're coming with me for the drive to work, so I can't bear to listen to the news. I completely understand, buddy. Completely understand. What an absolutely wild couple of days. Honestly, a couple of years, but we don't have to get into it right now. But just so you guys know, I don't want to shy away from those topics on this at all. I feel like this is sometimes the only place I have to talk about it with reasonable people. But we don't have to get into it right now. We can save that for a good segment, you know. Yes, Marissa, same here. If you need to move, no. Come to Texas. It's better. It's not. Okay. Today, behind the scenes here, if you're watching this live and not watching this as a VOD after the fact, we do have, we're playing Lutz's emo mix today. I don't know what I'll play every day, but I kind of got sick of the same old lo-fi stuff. But it's mostly just for background noise, so you guys probably can't even hear it that much. Take one of these, the light gray. No, but Canada can come and invade us any moment to rescue us from this mess. I fear Canada doesn't have the military necessary for such a coup, but, you know, I'd be okay to be proven wrong about that. I fear. It's just an absolutely polarizing time. I have never seen anything like this before, where the police force, for lack of a better word, can shoot people in broad daylight for doing things that are not worthy of the death penalty, of which I don't think many things are, but and then have people turn on a dime and defend it and be like, yeah, they actually deserve that. Like, it's just so inhumane. It's so mean. It's so spiteful. But people don't seem to care about that anymore. So you got an apartment for sale. So, you know, if you guys are interested, I got an apartment for sale in Sweden. cheap price, really. How many? I'm assuming it's probably like a one or two bedroom, huh? Can my whole family fit in it? You know what? I would love to go back to the motherland one of these days. I do want to go for a visit at least. Did I put anything down there? Hang on. Let's see. Nope. See, this is something that's great to clarify. I saw these studs right here that were empty. And when I got to this, I was like, surely I was supposed to put like these pieces under that, but nope, you leave it open. And that makes it much easier to verify when you can kind of spin the instructions around like that. Really good. I can't believe it's been this long. 1 bedroom, $30K. Pretty tenable for up to 2 people who like each other. True. True. Okay, stickers. Okay. Freaking Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land is actually one I never played before on the Nintendo, on the Game Boy. We didn't have many games for it. We did have Link's Awakening, which actually is unironically not just my favorite Zelda game. It might be one of my favorite games, at least from terms of like nostalgia, right? It is incredibly nostalgic. I get goosebumps. Can we listen to the theme? Surely the 8-bit theme. Code.
Cheers to 29 months.
29 months, man. Thank you so much. Holy cow. I'm trying. I'm struggling, but I'm trying. Freaking stickers. I had that entire Minecraft set for kids with no stickers. Oh no. Don't distract me, Mersa. Dang it. I can't tell. Hold on. I should probably look at this from
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Who like each other? Lamau. Yeah. I mean, you know, I get it. Okay. It looks like it does go all the way up to the top. I'm a little worried about putting this in and then like doing what comes next and being like, oh shoot, why did I do that? All right. Does that look pretty good to you guys?
No signs.
What was the Brick Separators Alive video?
Live anyway.
I actually didn't look at it. I actually didn't watch it yet. I was just kind of looking for some videos that we could potentially watch. Does that look centered? You know? You get it? No, I get liking your partner. Because I like you. I get it. Okay. I think without a ruler, I feel like that's... Ah, no, it just left. Oh, no. I hate stickers. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to live with somebody you didn't like. Let's just say that. Could you imagine? I know. It's Hawthorne Heights, isn't it? I think it is. Okay. Commit, Nonder. I know you have commitment issues. Wait, don't tell my wife that. Just where it comes to Lego stickers, okay? Everything else, I'm fine. All right. This one, thank God, this one's not. Okay, so where's the logic here, guys? Where's the logic of the stickers here? Where's the logic? Thanks for clocking in, Ams. How you doing? Bags packed, lunch is made, kids in shower. I can sit and enjoy my coffee and Lego. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. And room setups. True. Somebody earlier, I don't remember who it was. I read it, but I didn't read it out loud. Somebody said, I think it was Mersa said, bets on like when he's going to change the setup again. I mean, you that would be a very safe bet to take. If we were doing this on, what is it called? What is that new betting site that everybody's using where they're betting on like mundane things and getting rich? Not just sports, but like if Caroline Leavitt's press conference goes for exactly 56 minutes, they win $56,000. And she just happens to end it right at the 56-minute mark. You know, what's that? What is that called? If you bet on me on that, you're gonna win. If you bet on it on a room change. So you're right. Bum, 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 bum. Did I say hi? Sorry, I'm tired. I don't remember. Can I go make a mess just for you? Uh-oh. Okay, so what's the logic here, guys? Why are these stickers, but this Nintendo Game Boy and the back here of the Game Boy are not? What is the logic there? Why did you make me put that sticker on that I could very easily mess up, but yet you put that one on? Yeah, exactly. Just to me off. Whoa, what was that? I thought I heard something out there. Less complicated to print? Maybe. I do have a video in the Sip and See as well about and I didn't watch it. I just found it and I was like, ooh, this will be good. So I put it in there. About like the logic of Lego stickers. So maybe we'll learn something. We could do it now if you guys want. I got to figure out a time to like when is a good time during the stream to start pulling up videos, because I don't want to just be us watching videos, but at the same time actually, hold on, I almost messed that up. At the same time, I want to make sure that we can get to some of it if it makes sense to get to. That overlaps a little bit there. I wonder if that's intentional. Oh, that's right. It does have that little dip in it, the cartridges. This brings me back right here. You go under here, you go just like the NES. You had to gosh, I'm so old, but this is so cool. The stickers are full color. Now, oh, that's an interesting thought. You know what? I didn't think about that. I didn't think that. Yeah. I can't believe how clean your office is. Mine is shameful. It was a week though. It took me a while to get this space because I was always like waiting for something. I was trying to get Spooky's video edited so that I could tear the setup apart. I had to work through that too. So like I was always having to like make sure that I had the setup ready to be able to work. So it took me longer than it was messier than I would normally like it to be. Ashley came in here several times. So I was like, wow, what are you doing? Like, why is your room so filthy? And I'm like, I'm not used to this. All right, there we go. So there's Super Mario Land. I do want to rearrange the furniture. I live for it. I can't stop myself. It's so fun. It's so much fun. I put the like PlayStation and TV back over here so that, you know, it could kind of be for a while. The early concept was the TV on this wall in front of me is what I'd be looking at you guys on, and then still have like the stacked displays over here. And I had it all kind of like set up. It was before I'd gotten the camera, and I had started to like work things out, or the camera mount, that is. I'd started to kind of like think things out a little bit. And it just feels like it overlaps a little too much, but I guess it's supposed to. And then I was putting everything up over there, and having 3 screens stressed me out because I'd have to like turn it on. I'd have to then connect to it because when I'm not using it, I don't want it to be connected to the other displays. And then it's like, okay, which one? Okay, I got to bring this one over here. And I just got so like, I knew in that moment, I was like, I'm going to do this for like a week. And then I'm going to just be like, I can't do it anymore. So I put the TV back over there. TV, PlayStation's over there. I can still hook the PlayStation up to the PC if I want to like stream a game or something. And then these are just my 2 monitors now. And just my one monitor over here. This is my main one, and my monitor over here to look at streaming stuff. And I use like my work laptop there to do like second screen stuff when I'm working. So it's working so far. We'll see how work goes today, but so far so good. Mike Divider. Hello, Mike. Mike Div. How you doing, buddy? It's so good to see you. Okay, we completed the little stand here. So next, we're going to go into this guy. All right, here's some extra pieces. We're going to go ahead and put those in the little slots up there. I like your background. I haven't seen this yet. It looks great. Today's the first day I've been doing this. Do you like this? Today's the first day. The first day of the rest of our lives. I made a little switch. I'm no longer going to be doing gaming content, at least for the foreseeable future. We're going to lean in to the chatting and Lego stuff. That's where we are right now. Now, not every day, guys, is going to be me building a set. I figured coming back, this would be a really good way to like get my feet wet back into the process. A lot of what we're going to be doing later is mixing in doing some sorting. So we'll build this guy over the course of the next few days. And then when he's done, we'll find a good display place for him, because I do want to display him probably behind my head here. Like I'm thinking like right here. And then we'll start the project of doing a lot of sorting. So I hope that is when you guys will stick with me. That's probably when we'll do a lot of the reaction stuff as well. So feel free, throw whatever you guys think is interesting in Sip and See. It can be something a little heavier if you want, but I mostly want to try to keep it as light and playful as possible if we can. So I've been on the lookout for like Lego themed videos. I'd like to get in with some of the creators who are making this stuff, and if we do react to theirs, obviously we're going to be as transformative as possible. We're going to give them all the credit. We probably won't watch their entire video. We'll just kind of like get the main ideas, and then we'll link to it. I might even send them a message too to say, hey, you know, we reacted to this on stream. Hope that's okay with you. And we sent the traffic your way, you know, if we end up liking the creator. And that could just be kind of a cool way to show you more. I don't watch a ton of Lego content, to be honest with you, so I'm interested to see what's out there. But it doesn't have to be just Lego. I think we were talking about puzzles. Puzzles are things that we want to do at some point. There's apparently I had heard competitive puzzling, which I didn't know was a thing. And apparently it's a thing, you know. Don't lose the Vader. You'll log. You need that for Star Wars Lego builds. You're so right. I got it. I know exactly where it is. Mike, it is so good to see you, though. I need to try to catch some of your streams again. I keep seeing your things pop up to say I'm here, and I'm like, oh, I need to go over there and say hi, and then I just don't. You're currently doing one. You're trying to sort faster now. Oh, you're doing a puzzle right now? Is this copyright free? Bebo, what are you talking about? What music? What music? What are you talking about, Bebo? It's so funny that he bought that out. Because yes. Okay, bag number 2. We've opened. We need this thing. We got that, and we got the back as well. It's right over here. We're all good. Are you going to try to do some competitive puzzling, Lars? Is that the goal? I love how when I bought that up, you immediately were like, I know exactly what that is, and I love it. You're considering signing up? That would be awesome. That would be really cool. We'll root for you. All right. Put that on this side. Are you already pretty good at puzzles just in general? Have you done that before? Guess is a good question. You have a brand new Switch still in the box you have to set up. I wish I had a week off again. I know, right? Wait, so you got a Switch too and a Steam Deck, huh? You're living the life right now. You have a plan for a stream? That would be excellent. Look at us all getting into our new content avenues. I like that. That would be cool. I'd like to see how fast you can get. I never considered that as like a thing, and then once I looked at it, I kept seeing it all over the place. I'm not okay. We're gonna do 7 of these. Oh, Switch 1. I'm not ready for $90 games. Fair. I got a Switch 1. I actually have a Switch 1, a Switch Lite. And I just never use them. I'm not. The Zelda game really is what got me in. So until there's like a, Breath of the Wild. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, see, this will help. Oh, okay. I got to do one more line here. That makes sense. So until there is a another Breath of the Wild sequel on the Switch 2. I'm not getting one. And even then, I don't know if I will. I didn't use it enough. I have the Steam Deck I also don't use enough. So like, what am I going to do with a Switch 2, you know? Bum, bum, bum. I'm not like a big Nintendo guy, he says as he builds the Game Boy. I do love the Game Boy though. I miss the Game Boy era. I miss the Game Boy era a lot. Why they had this absolutely powder keg is the right word. They had an absolutely banger. There we go. An absolute banger of an IP in Game Boy, and they just threw it away. Nolan broke his Switch, so I gave him mine. Aw, that's so nice. That's so nice of you. The things we do as parents, right? That's what I did for my kid and his Xbox controllers. He's very careless with his Xbox controllers, and now I don't have an Xbox controller that works. So whenever we play, mine drifts. I've tried to fix it, tried to open up and fix it, and I can't figure out why it's still drifting. Keeping on the Minas Tirith leaks. Ooh, Minas Tirith leaks. I think it's going to have even worse scaling issues, like the front miniature version of the city and the interior cramped size rooms for minifigures. Worse than the slice of the Death Star. Oh no, that's going to be pretty bad. This is really loose up here. I wonder if they intended that. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right. It's just really loose right now. Dead Lion. I'm assuming Detroit Lions? Go Lions, rawr. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, I just finished one of 4 of the Divine Beast mock sets. Ooh, that sounds cool. That's pretty cool. Are these ones that you designed or a pattern from somebody else? That's pretty cool. Don't do this to me. Not the slice. Not the slice again. I'm about to crash out. I came to say something and I saw what Mercer wrote. Now I'm ready to crash. Who was I talking to the other day? I was talking to somebody about the Death Star slice the other day. Oh, I remember who it was. I don't know if I'm ready to talk about who it was right now. I'm not being cryptic. I just don't want to cry. But yeah, like there's been a lot of opinions about the Death Star slice that you're not alone on, Lars. But people are like, one, the price, and then 2, they're just like, and that's it? Like that's what you get? You know? No way I could design something like that. Well, I don't know. I mean, we just met, but you never know. We're going to do a lot of mock building here as well. We're kind of like getting back into Lego stuff. It's been a little while. I've been trying to be a gamer for so long. We're going to get back into Lego stuff, and I plan on designing my own. I'm going to start with dioramas because I really enjoy the Star Wars diorama line. I enjoy it a lot. So I'm very excited to build my own. I've done my own in the past. I still have it built out, actually. So I'm going to do some other, like, maybe lesser-known scenes from Star Wars as dioramas, and I think it'll be really cool. But the Divine Beasts sound, like, really cool. Design your own 1/10 of the Death Star. Should I make my own Death Star slice? I can't build anything that big. Space constraints are still sort of a big issue for me. So I can't get quite to that size right now. I request you build a Bebo. That's actually a really great idea. I don't hate that idea at all. I might do that. That'll take a little bit of creativity for sure, but Ghost. Did Z ever get into number blocks? Why do I feel like that sounds familiar, but no. Number block sounds familiar. What is that? But not in a way that like I think he was into. You also request anything from the Star Wars Christmas special. That's a great idea. That's a great idea for Christmas, for like in the holiday season. Oh my gosh, I'm writing it down. Hold on. Let's see. The Star Wars Holiday Special. I'll need to keep I need to have like a bigger, my notebook is great, don't get me wrong, but I do probably need to have a place to keep more notes for something like that. That's going to be a while before I can act on it. But that is a really good idea. Like, maybe to do like, the scene in Chewbacca's family's house where what is his dad's name? Chunky? It's something like that. The song brings back a lot of memories. Sorry. I can't remember. Lumpy. Was it Lumpy? Was that his dad's name? Anyway, where he's watching holographic dancing. That would be such a great scene. Such a great scene. Completely serious here because one will be challenging, too hilarious. Build the Darth Vader body scene. Actually a good idea too. Yeah. Like I have an Endor. This would be a perfect idea. I have the Endor one with all the trees already. So I could pretty easily build maybe the Ewok village up top and then just Luke standing there. You know, that's such a winner right there. I'm writing that one down too. What did Bebo say? Oh no, Lars, he got me big inspiration for the star stickers. You know? That's such a winner right there, Ghost, because that one's very achievable. That one would be very cool to figure out how to do like a really cool like funeral pyre. That'd be very cool. I might have to get like a couple of like stick pieces to like build up a little pyre underneath them and then have the Lego flames coming out and then just Luke standing there. Oh, and the Force Ghost. Do they make Force Ghost figures? I don't know if they make Force Ghost figures, so we might just have to have Luke and then Vader on the pyre. I'm pretty sure like I have all the stuff to make that happen. Yeah, the fire would. The thing with the dioramas for me, there has to be a centerpiece for it for me. So there needs to be a reason to do that scene, but then one particular piece of that to be the centerpiece. For the one that I built, the Duel on the Death Star runes, which you can't see up here, but that one was the wave. The big wave coming over was kind of like my centerpiece for that. So that I could see the fire being a good centerpiece for that one as well. I don't think Lego would ever do that one though. Lego would never do that one. But that's exactly what I want to do. I want to do ones that I'm like, yeah, Lego could never do this scene, you know? I thought they did, or I saw them at the minifig vendors at the cons. We might have to look this up because this is a genius idea if it isn't. I only want... Let's see. Let me see if I can find them. I could go custom if nobody has them. We could do custom. I'm sure somebody has made them. Let's see. Lego Star Wars Force Ghost. I think these are custom. Hold on, I'll show you in just a second. So we might have to do something like this where, hold on. There you go. Might have to do something like this maybe. Where we get a custom. That's $105. That might be too much. That might be too much, but I don't see anything specific to that. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of the Ghost, like the Lego Ghost, you know. I definitely need to add a browser source for this so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. Force Ghost Obi. Yeah, there's a Brick Rebellion Customs that has a Force Ghost Obi-Wan. It's a UV printed to be like a little blue. But I guess they don't have like the translucent, you know. It looks like it'd have to be custom, which I'm not opposed to, but time to start painting your own minis. True. Shame if someone had your address. I need to work that out. I need to get a P.O. box. Not because, like, you know, I expect you guys to send me anything, but if somebody wanted to, why am I saying no, you know? Although at this point, Ghost could probably get my address if he wanted to. Let's see. A PO box before Texas makes external mail illegal, at least without authorization, and they'll look through it, you know. Authorization and inspection. Like, hey, what kind of goodies you got here? I mean, I guess I have figures that I'm sure I could paint, but I'm not sure if I would be able to get the effect right. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would be able to nail that effect, but you know, worst case scenario, if we don't do the Force Ghost standing behind, we just do Luke, because the scene is just Luke standing there looking at the pyre, and then it's later on when they're celebrating and having the party, that is where you see the Force Ghost. So it doesn't technically happen at that point anyway, so we could probably make it work without them. Read about the ABA, Absolute Insanity. What's the ABA? Am I down on my own? Let's see. Just to take a quick look. Texas ABA. Oh, evidence-based approach to early autism intervention. Is that what you're talking about? Applied behavior analysis. Is that what you're talking about, or is this something else? Stop requiring laws in Texas for American Bar Association, not autism, not applied behavior. Okay. American Bar Association. ABA is abuse. That's horrible. Texas becomes the first state to end American Bar Association oversight of law schools. Wait, is that real? 5 days ago? The Texas Supreme Court on Tuesday finalized a tentative opinion issued in September that no longer requires soon-to-be lawyers to attend a law school accredited by the American Bar Association. The power to approve those law schools now rests with the state's highest civil court. Huh? The ABA should no longer have the final say on which law school graduates can take the bar exam. Okay, so wait, so they'd still have to take a bar exam, right? The court advised that it intends to provide stability, certainty, and flexibility to currently approved law schools by guaranteeing ongoing approval to schools that satisfy a set of simple, objective, and ideological neutral criteria using metrics no more erroneous than those currently required by the ABA. Law school graduates who want to practice in Texas are no longer required to attend an accredited school, but they still have to pass the bar, right? Is that what I'm reading? They still have to pass the bar? I don't know enough about this to know. Because, like, on paper, that sounds bad. But if they still have to pass the bar, I'll keep that up on my phone and I'll read more about it later. They'd have to pass what Texas thinks should be the bar. Oh. So there still wouldn't be an actual, like, bar association? Is the ABA, are they the bar? When we talk about passing the bar, is it the ABA that gives that test? Very cool idea, by the way, man. I'm totally here for Lego and chatting. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Some of my favorite streams ever are, we would used to do this on Saturdays all the time. Just like build a Lego set and chat. It was my favorite stream. And so now I'm kind of just doing that all the time, you know? Shorter streams, sure, but no 3 hours, but still a lot of, I'm having a ton of fun right now. I hope you guys are too. A couple of Argonians at Applebee's. Okay. All right then. Sure. ABA is the bar. Okay. And it's what can pull lawyers' credentials for forcing them out of practice for corruption. Okay, so we're just going to throw ethics out the window. That's cool. That's cool. I guess if you start with the opinion that all these things that we've set up over the years are all corrupt, then I guess you would want that to happen. But who's to say if there's no governing body that they're going to be any better at doing any of that, you know? Tell your niece to go to Texas for the bar exam. Yeah, it'll probably be easy. Although I'm sure it'll probably include, you know, the president is the highest authority in the land and he can do no wrong. All hail our wonderful president. You know, it'll probably include something like that. Make sure that you swear on the art of the deal before you get sworn in to be a lawyer. Will you take the oath over the art of the deal? Excuse me, something's in my throat. Not that she'll have an issue. All A's, 1 A minus, all 3 years of college. She is much smarter than me. Swear you will not prosecute him. Yes. Yeah. I just, you're bragging. You should brag. That is very good, especially in this day and age with these kids. We need smart people. We really do. We need as many smart people as we can. It's now the Abbott Bar Association. Oh my gosh. Don't give him any ideas. Coleman T16, who is late. Tisk. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, I guess I'm kind of just at the phase of this whole thing right now, guys, where I don't know what to do. The whole thing, I can't believe we're only a year into this. This is going to be the hardest time, I think, of our entire lives. All the while being gaslit by people to say, no, it's not. And it's like, okay, cool, guys. Excellent. Let's just all bury our heads in the sand and pretend like everything's great, you know? Honestly, just ride it out. I mean, the thing I'm trying to do the most is to try to take more control of my own life, take more control of my own mind, not just willingly give my attention and time away to mega corporations who only want to use it to make more money. Everything else be damned. As long as I make money off of keeping you on TikTok, then I don't care about anything else, you know? So my goal is to be as rebellious as I can to those types of things. I got everything blocked right now. I got all the social media apps blocked right now, at least the time wasters, right? And I have times where like I unblock them, right? Like so I can at least see what's going on, but I'm not going to be spending 6 hours a day watching reels or TikToks or YouTube shorts or something like that. I'm just not going to do it anymore. You know, the hardest times of our life so far, gosh. But yeah, I mean, and the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my darndest to vote in everything that I can. I have a lot of hope in, if you guys don't know who James Tallarico is, James Tallarico is running for Senate here in Texas. They're in the primary right now with another really good candidate. Gosh, I'm blanking on her name. I just like James Tallarico so much that I'll probably be voting for him. But we have some very strong candidates in Texas. Can they win? That's a different story. That's a different question. But I'm not gonna not vote because of that. You know, you just got to the office, so you're catching up. Welcome. It's like the Homer Simpson meme. It's the hardest yet. Yeah. Every time I think of Homer Simpson, I think of him going into the bush. But Annie, hi Annie. Good morning. I need to make sure I'm caught up on requests here. Hang on. Swedish Viking. We got Coleman clocking in there. Okay, good. There we go. Let me complete these. Keep my queue low. Someone workshopped this into a raid message. We're all becoming Texas lawyers now. Why not? Why not? Why not? Nothing matters anymore. But yeah, I do have hope that there's some kind of course correction that can happen. Let's not forget that all of this has happened not simply due to one man, but two very important elections is what had this happen. So theoretically, two very important elections away from at least trying to begin to right the train, potentially. If they can do this much damage, then we should be emboldened to do that much more good. If a minority of people can really tear up the system the way that they have, then that should tell us that we can also tear up that system to make things better as well. We need to stop being so like scared of using the same tactics that they use to in order to help people instead of hurt people, you know? That's what we need to do. Otherwise, yeah, we just need to make it through. We just need to push through, you know? You all heard of the stuff Mom Domini has been starting? As far as what? Hold on one sec. Yeah. I know he's in the conversation a lot. Since we're throwing out other rules about how immigrants can be presidents now, and we promote the mayors over on. Yeah. I mean, if they want to throw that out, the guy definitely has the charisma to do that. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if that'll ever be, at least not in maybe our lifetime. I don't know if they'll ever change that law. But we should be open to it. We should be open to new amendments to the Constitution, honestly. At least Vance polls terribly in likability on both sides. Yeah, but man, they said that about Trump too. You know, not to be a pessimist about it, but they kind of said the same thing. They're like, this guy will never win. And it's like, I don't know. He's truly the most impressively sauceless slug I've ever had the displeasure of looking at. I don't disagree that when it comes to like, what would you call it? What would you call it? Charisma. That's the word. When it comes to the Riz, like him or not, he has people in a chokehold. DT, you know, I don't understand it. I don't agree with it, but he has people in a trance. They have been fully radicalized by him, and they don't even realize it. They think they're still the same, and they're not the same as they've always been. Yeah. So, yeah, I think in that regard, he doesn't have that, but I still kind of wonder, like, what'll happen when, you know, an heir apparent is officially crowned, if ever. Maybe he'll do us all a favor and never do that, and so it'll just kind of fall apart, but, yeah. Let's see, more public bathrooms, all sorts of rental things, and getting on landlords' asses. That's great. He is going to freeze the rent, right? Have they done that yet? I'm sure that stuff takes time to actually, like, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he's gonna try to attempt to do what he wants to do, you know. Whether or not the system's gonna allow him is a whole different story. Lutz Magoots just clocked in. Hi, Lutz Magoots. How you doing, buddy? Lutz, are you old enough to remember the original Game Boy? Was that something that was in your home or growing up? Thank you for clocking in too. Good to see you. Also improving bike paths. That would be great. Remember Casey Neistat's video? Although I think the last time I talked about Casey Neistat, a lot of you were like, who? And it broke my soul. Casey Neistat had a video about biking in New York City. And it was really funny. You had the flip one, like the Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance SP. That one. I had the SP for a while too, and I loved that one as well. I had just about every iteration of Game Boy up until like I even was an early adopter of the original DS, even though I was mad that they got rid of the name Game Boy. I was an early DS adopter. And then after the DS, I got PlayStation pilled. And so I became a PSP boy for a while. And that kind of ended my handheld era as a young man. I did really like the PSP too, though, as well. Wind Talker, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. So good to see you. Welcome. I did get the Game Boy Color, though. I had to buy that myself. Game Boy Color is a good entry. No one knows who Casey Neistat is here. Sword Bear, thank you so much for 6 months. How you doing, buddy? I appreciate that. Wee indeed. Yeah, nobody here knows who Casey Neistat is. You even spelled his name wrong. I'm old. He was huge on YouTube. At least in my YouTube circles, he was huge back in the day. I have a whole channel that is because of Casey Neistat. That I just wanted to be Casey Neistat, you know? So many people did the same thing. Got to get to my desk, but my asbestos and lead constructed office building will make me lose reception until I get onto Wi-Fi. Holy cow. Please tell me that's a joke. I didn't have one, my cousin did. I didn't get all the consoles, just SNES until PS2. Yeah. I was fortunate that I had older brothers who had jobs, so they got like a Nintendo 64, so I played that with them. We didn't do GameCube. And then of course by the time like Wii was out, I was like out of the house by the time that was super popular, you know. Hello fellow kids. Do you remember Commodore 64? I remember Commodore 64. I'm also that old. I remember the non-internet days. Non-internet. I remember the days the internet wasn't a thing. I remember having to be explained what the internet was. That's how old I am. And yes, my back hurts. You had a Shrek SP. Oh, that's sick. And it sounds like that's sad because you don't have it anymore. Hercules, hi buddy. Thanks for clocking in. I'm so jealous. I want the Lego Game Boy. You know what, Sorty? For a Lego set, especially one with Nintendo IP, this is like one of the more affordable sets, honestly. It's like $60. For Lego, that's pretty huge. If I were you, I would make that happen before it goes out of print, because once it goes out of print, it's going to be really expensive to find. Was it 60 or 80? I might be, hang on. Was it 60 or 80? Hold on. I feel like it was like $59.99. Which, seeing what's already in here, makes this one, yeah, $59.99. I don't know how they got it so cheap. I don't know how they did it, honestly. So we got Hercules. We got a True Celt showing up here too. Hi, Celt. How you doing? I love when you show up, Celt. I always do. I almost said I hate when you show up, but I love when you show up because, but it also makes me sad because then I know we're getting close to the end of stream, you know? Probably a bunch of gray bricks they're trying to get rid of. Yeah. I mean, when you see some of the stuff in here, like, look at these. This might sell you on it, buddy. I'm going to put this one in. These are like little holographic cards. You remember like holographic cards? When I move it, those birds move. This is, spoilers, the end scene of Link's Awakening. My favorite Zelda game. My absolute favorite Zelda game. Might be one of my favorite games of all time. It's up there on the list for sure. So these are really cool. These are included in it too. Like, I'm kind of surprised the price based on what they have. Do you not know that Ghost is Mersa's mistress? Wow. Oh, I'm aware. I am egging it up. Please don't. Please don't. Iron, Lady Iron, hi. Thank you so much for clocking in. So good to see you. Did I play the remake? I sure did. And the remake was pretty good. It was pretty good. It hit some nostalgia notes for me. But there's still something about the original black and white that is just it's really great. Really hits the spot, you know. Chat Coleman taught me Swood this weekend, and it was pretty fun. Holy cow, he's converted another one. He's got another one, guys. Did he teach you in person? Because if so, I'm very jealous. Looking good, streamer boy. Thank you, Iron. I'm trying. Iron with a secret L. Alrin? Which one is an L? You'll never know. I wish, right? My eyes are so bad. I saw Coleman say hi to Sorty, and I read it as Sorty saying hello to himself. Part of my morning routine. He picked it up real quick. He seems like he has the mind for it, you know. I do not. I like it. Like I enjoy it. I think I enjoy the company more. But like, yeah, I doing like critical thinking in the moment has always been my weak spot. You know? Yeah, this is like X thing of magic. That probably helps a lot having a magic background for sure. And then Coleman saying, I guess. I don't know. Do you know Magic the Gatherings, Coleman? I don't know if you're ever a Magic boy or not. I really want Gundam kits. Is Lego making Gundam kits? Or you just want Gundam kits in general? I know we have several Gundam fans in here as well. There's a piece. An interesting piece. I have a vague knowledge of many things. Relatable. Bandai makes them. They're so nicely made. Really? Okay. I know I have some friends, the ones that actually moved to Australia, who were into building Gundam mechs and whatnot. The old ADHD motto, yeah. I mean, I definitely made my way through the game. I definitely played the game. Was I good at it? No, but I played it. So, you know. I was not great at it, though. Okay. Okay, we're bringing this piece in here. Yeah, and this is actually a pretty intricate build here, too. This is going to take us at least 2 streams, if not more. I think we'll probably get through this bag, and then we'll call it quits for today. Until I can quit my job. Okay, another one of these. I love this build app, guys. I cannot get enough of this app. I swear. The only problem is I have to like keep going over here and clicking to change it, but I still think it's worth it. I might not ever build without the app ever again. So I have it on my computer now through BlueStacks, and then I have it on my phone as well. Oh, putting it on my tablet too would be killer. I always underestimate how long a Lego build on stream will take. I don't think I've ever been right. You're right. Yeah. I tried on Saturdays, like a set like this on Saturday, I'd probably be able to finish in a 3 to 4 hour stream pretty easily, even with taking breaks to chat. And I have also been interested in the past of doing like speed building, kind of like Lars and the puzzles. Speed Lego building. Maybe that'll be a fun challenge we can do sometime with like a smaller set. Just try to like rush through it and time it. And then everybody else can also get the set and then time their runs as well. That could be a really fun challenge. I got so many good ideas. There's so many things we can do with this that is going to be, now that I'm not like hampered by having to have a gaming setup plus the Lego setup, it was really freed my mind, honestly. And all I needed to do was just give something up. I just release something, you know? Who knows? Maybe I'll miss gaming, but as of right now, I've been okay, you know? I'm trying to play games on my downtime that normally I would stream. So I started playing the Outer Worlds 2 over the weekend. And actually just like, you know, sitting myself down and trying to pay attention to what's happening instead of just second screening it. And it's a pretty fun game. I'm enjoying it so far. But that was when I had planned on streaming and just kind of never got around to it. So it's been nice to kind of take gaming back a little bit, you know. We'll see how that goes. I'm not saying I won't ever game again, but as of right now, I'm really liking what we've hit on here, even after just one day. You're in construction, and our project managers also underestimate the actual builds and poopy deadlines. Yeah, that's funny. It happens in real life too. I noticed only the Star Wars sets have a pink piece. The D&D Lord of the Rings sets I built during break didn't. What the heck? Well, you know what I noticed, actually? In Zeke's build over the weekend. Cousin uncle. Oh my gosh. He's just so old now that I think of him as an uncle now to Zeke instead of a cousin. His cousin got him a Minecraft Lego set. I posted it in the Discord. Got him a Minecraft Lego set from the Minecraft movie. And the little piglin guy, not little, but the big, I think they're called piglins. The big guy, the big pig guy, he had a pink piece in it for his brain. Yeah, it's uncle cousin. It's just like, he's like 22, 23 years old. It's so hard for me to tell him that that's your cousin, not your uncle. A piglin brute, thank you. He has a pink piece in his head for his little brain. So that's interesting. I had thought of that too, and I was like, oh, I thought they only did that in Star Wars, but you know, I guess it might be in some other stuff. What kind of Kentucky family you have? Excuse me, ma'am, I have a Missouri family. And I don't want to talk about it. I'm kidding. I had a really good chat with my dad the other day. He called me while I was in the middle of something yesterday, and I was like worried because I'm like, oh no, what happened? You know? And he just wanted to chat and talk, and I that felt really good, you know? Because if the only time you hear from people is when there's like a catastrophe, it gets you anxious the second you see their name on your phone. You're like, oh gosh, what's happening? You know? So it was nice to just kind of catch up with him a little bit. It was nice. There's lore for that, the hidden colorful pieces. I'd love to hear it. I feel like I probably have heard it before, but all the heads have a brain. Yeah, all the brick heads have those. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's so cool. Hides from Cora. Yeah, I don't know nothing about her family, but I can tell you about mine. Uncle cousin. And it's just so weird to me how like the like to me growing up, cousins were always like somebody your age, right? Or like close to it, maybe a little bit younger. Cousins could definitely be a little younger than you. But like never like full on adults with jobs and like, you know, could potentially start a family of their own. It's weird to think of that as his cousin. If it was my cousin, I wouldn't think so much of it, right? Because like I have cousins who are married and have families, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have cousins that are older than me. But when I think about Zeke, I keep thinking of his cousin as his uncle. I keep saying Uncle Ian, and it's like that's not his uncle. And Ashley corrects me every time. You mean cousin Ian? And I'm like, gosh, yes. Kind of like when I kept misgendering Lou the whole time, you know? Imagine having extended family at all. Spooky, you are my extended family. I officially adopt you. I am 100% serious about that too. You can take my last name if you want. Well, you can put it in, you can combine it with your last name. I'm serious about that. You are my extended family. My parents had me calling a cousin uncle because he wasn't much younger than my dad. So do people do that? Do people do that? Cousin Nonder. Cousin. We could be cousins. That'd be cool. Oh, I didn't actually mean to open that other bag. We're going to actually call it right about there because we're just about at time today. Flag Day. Flag Day. Okay. All right. So this is what we gotten done so far. We got our little cartridge holder right here with Super Mario Land, and we'll work on the Zelda one. So this is what's very cool about the setup now is I have work over here. I can keep all this stuff kind of open and ready to go for tomorrow, which is very nice. Being an uncle is normal for relatives that are much older. Really? Okay. Well, so then I haven't lost my mind completely. Not completely, at least a little bit, but okay, we'll cancel that. Let me go back. Close out BlueStacks here. All right. Well, that worked. I forgot to share pics of the D&D set finish. The monsters, a gelatinous cube, displacer beast, and an owl bear were great, but the best was the beholder. They really outdid themselves with the design. It might be my favorite build of all time for now. That sounds so cool. If you can get some pictures, I'd love to see it, especially the beholder. We have a little, what's the smaller version of the beholder in D&D, especially in BG3? Because we have one of those in our party now, and it's so funny. One of the players is a spectator. Yes, that guy. He has spawned a whole bunch of minions. He has a ton of minions. Displacer beast? I hardly know her, beast. What are you asking me to do? So the observer's like the bigger one, right? We have like the smaller one. The spectator. Were you just joking, Ursa, or is that actually what it's? I think it is a spectator. Let's see. Spectator BG3. Because the observer's like a big boy. Yeah. Yeah. It is a spectator. It is actually a boss too, right? But we have him in our party now. You were thinking of the spectator. Okay. The spectator is BG3. Isn't there the observer is like a bigger version of the same thing, right? Or at least in D&D, maybe. Let me see. Observer BG3. The observer. Wait, is this a spoiler? Oh no, it looks like maybe they're interchangeable. They interchangeable. Like, is it called a spectator in BG3, but it's an observer in D&D? I don't know. Anyway, I'd love to see that in Lego form. That'd be really cool. And the gelatinous cube, I bet, was very fun. Displacers are cool. Owl bears. I know all these things, you know? No idea Mersa hasn't tortured us with that yet. Nice, nice. All right, guys. Well, this was the first successful day. I hope you guys enjoyed the time here today, just kind of chatting with me. There's a whole bunch of stuff in Sip and See. I have a whole bunch of plans for like doing some of that. We're going to try to save some of that for when we do sorting, because I don't think that'll be so visually fun to look at. And we'll do some of the actual like reaction stuff. If there's something you want me to see, if there's something you want me to watch on stream, be sure to throw it in the Sip and See channel. And if we want, if there's something you want me to see, try to keep it as definitely, I hate to say family friendly. That's not really what I'm going for. Because I can see a time where I will want to like watch something a little more serious maybe, but you get it. I'll trust you guys. I'll trust you guys, especially those of you who are in the Discord. I trust that you kind of get the vibe that we're going for here. I do have a lot of stuff that I found over the weekend that I think will be interesting to look into. One of those is the smart bricks. I really want to look into that. TOS, obviously. Yeah, TOS, obvious. Yeah, please don't send me. Please don't send me. Okay. Family, but safe for work. What does that mean, Persephone? No, I know what it means. I don't want to know what it means. I need to scrub my brain. You don't want to see a video of an ICE agent slipping on ice here. No, actually, that I do want to see. That I want to see him eat crap for sure. That actually would be pretty satisfying, but also not. Never mind. Never mind. Not proportional is all I'll say. Just wait till the Eye of the Deep. Ooh, I don't know what that is yet. He hits it hard and the entire crowd laughs. I do want to see that though. Please send that to me. Because that does sound hilarious. Yeah, so everybody, I hope you just hope you take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. I'm really trying to do the same thing for myself. Take care of my mind. I'm trying to read. Proof. I'm trying to read. I'm currently going to go through a book on a book that MLK himself wrote. Because I figured we're coming up on the MLK holiday, and I know that he has been used on a lot of sides to say a lot of messages. So I kind of want to see from his own mouth. So I'm reading one of the books that he wrote. and trying as best as I can to like wrest my attention back from the fascists who want me to just sit here glued to my phone 24/7. And I hope that will help. All the while, hopefully still being, you know, plugged in with what's happening and not allowing things to go unchecked. You know, that's my resolution. If I had to have one for this year, that is a big one for me. I'm taking back my time. I'm taking it back. I'm not gonna let it control me. I'm gonna use it as the tool that it's intended to be. Especially social media. The tool originally was meant to connect us all, and it's only done everything else but connect us. It's only divided us. And has been taken over by techno fascists. So we'll see. We'll see if it helps. I don't know. But even just having the extra time to just not be locked in has been nice so far. So I made the resolution to stop using Facebook except to look at my cat group. Nice. The amount of hate on Facebook comments makes me sick. I was just talking to Dad about that too, because they post a lot of like updates we have a family Facebook thing. And I said, Dad, I just have not been on Facebook much at all. I can't, and I didn't get too much into it, and it didn't sound like he wanted to get too much into it, but I was like, there's just too much going on that I can't expose myself to all the time. And he said, I understand. He was like, you know, your mom kind of posts stuff on there for me and tells me when things are happening. So I was like, all right, well, then I don't feel so bad. You have my number. You can text me. You can call me. That goes for anybody, any of my family. You can text me. You can call me. But I'm not going to sit here and just be arrested by opinions I don't even want to hear, you know, because I know them all. I'm not surprised by any of this, you know. He said old, huh? Was the thing you wanted for a raid message? Somebody said something earlier about a raid message. Wanted his log in the raid? What? Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find who said something. I think said something about a raid message earlier. I was hoping someone else would remember and not me. Don't rely on me to remember things. That's not gonna happen. Thank you for streaming on. I have to jump over early for a work call. I need to go as well. Have a great day, Persephone. Have a great day. Oh, yeah, we're all becoming lawyers in Texas. Yeah. So something about, like, we're all becoming Texas lawyers. Thank you. No ABA, so we're all lawyers now. He'll be like, huh? And, I mean, this happening in my own state, and I didn't. See, this is the other thing I'm trying to balance, too, guys, is, like, not being chronically online, but also being connected to information that's happening. I think that just means I need to read a newspaper, which doesn't sound exciting to me at all, what with, you know, the ADHD and whatnot. Sounds like the most boring thing I could possibly do. But, like, not being sucked into social media, but also still being plugged in with, like, what's happening in my own home state probably means I need to plug into local news a little bit more, you know. The bar is in hell, so we're starting a law firm in Texas, non-Bebo and chat law. Join the Texas non-Bebo and chat law firm. We'll fight for you. I forgot to hang on. Let me change this. Hold on. Okay, let's do this again. We'll fight for you. Did it work? Do you have legal matters and can't afford a Harvard grad? Hire the law firm of Nonder, Non, and the Nonsters. There's no ABA in Texas, so we're all certified. I love it. Hey, Smoggy. Hey, Schmoggy. There's Schmoggy. All right. He's probably like, what the heck are you doing? All right. Let me go ahead and get my keyboard over here. And Ursa is so good at this. I don't know what I would do without Ursa. I would just be like, non-raid, hi. Oh, shoot. I'm copying all of chat. I don't want to do that. Stop moving. Okay. There we go. My brain cooks with stupid. That is such a funny sentence. Wait. Hang on. Hold on, please. Hold on. LOL. My brain cooks with stupid. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shoot, did I do it wrong myself? I did the freaking space. Dang it, I did the same thing that, wait, I thought both of those did. Wait, I thought both of those worked. Didn't I make it to where both of those worked? There we go. I thought I made it where both of those, didn't I make it where both of those worked? Dang it, it got me to. It got me to. Look at that. Immortalized. My brain cooks with stupid shit. I copied it and pasted it. It would be funny if it autocorrected to yeah, because it's Bebo. Yeah, true. Hang on, number 55. Unable to, oh, wait. How do you call up an actual, is it just quote? There we go. Yeah, he still says it. So, ooh, that's a way around it. We can all learn, yeah. My brain cooks. All right. All right, let me get Loots Magoots pulled up here and ready to go. Yeah, let me pull you in here. Oops, wrong one here. Sorry. I'm still getting used to the whole setup here, but this has been so much fun, and I am incredibly motivated to continue doing this. I needed a refresh. All the while, like, I didn't want to go too. I just did Loots McGo-tos. Twitch.tv/Loots McGo-tos. Sorry. Well, let me mute that. Oh shoot, I'm logged in as freaking Bebo on this account. Sorry guys. Hold on. I don't want ads. I missed you guys too. I'm glad that the news of doing this went over as well as it did. I had a feeling it would. Because I know a lot of us kind of bonded over the Lego streams, and I feel like I've been doing the gaming stuff as kind of like a cop out for like, I'm not even logged in on this account. What the heck is wrong with me? Hold on. What's wrong with me, chat? I almost did Loots McGo-tos again. There we go.
Kent.
Sorry, let's mute him. There we go. We can see him on the big screen there. There we go. Start chatting as Bebo and Loots. That would be pretty funny. I could do that. I am signed into that account. All right, we're rating Loots Magoots. Holy typing ASMR. Sorry, it's the freaking Opera GX thing, and I had the volume on it very high. Bebo rolling into Loots' stream. One of these days I'll do that. It'll be funny. It'll be really funny. I find it funny, the duality of you and Loots non-swearing butts, and then you have Spooky and I. It's so weird because I don't really like think it's like, you know, the way I was raised, it was a moral failing, right? I no longer think that. And like, I do use my own choice of like words in my own life. But there's something about like when I'm on stream and I'm about to like drop one that I think I've just been so brainwashed that I can't. And now I've kind of leaned into the funniness of it. I think that it's like, I find it to be kind of humorous that I won't say it at the ripe age of almost 40. I find it a little funny that I do that, you know, and I sometimes just can't. I'll stop just short of being like, what the you know, like, and it's like, it's silly. I shouldn't have to do that. I'm an adult, but there's just something in the back of my brain every time that's just like, it's the worst thing you could possibly do. Don't do it. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same non, and we'll keep this thing rolling. How about that? Bye.
It was same on